Hello everyone, this is HammerTron here with a new action figure review for you. This time I am reviewing the Power Rangers Lightning Collection Dino Charge Red Ranger. This is part of Wave 1 of the Lightning Collection. This came out in 2019. I actually bought it in the store at the time. And this is from the Dino Charge Power Ranger series. I have not seen this series yet, but I've been collecting these action figures and I have been watching the series to see more about these characters. I've only finished the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers series so far. So here's the nice window box. Shows the action figure and an extra head and other accessories with it. Nice picture there. Nothing on the top. Some legal information on the bottom there. Here is one side. Here is the other side, part of a wraparound picture. And here's the back that shows a nice picture of the action figure in a pose. And I'm surprised that there's no cross-cell showing pictures of the other action figures that are part of this Wave 1. So I will open this up and review the action figure in just a moment. Here are some of the accessories that come with this action figure. I have not removed the head or the set of hands that were attached to the action figure in the package. I'll explain why a little bit later. But here's a nice looking human head sculpt. Looks like a nice design. They did a nice job with the hair. I'm guessing it looks like the actor that portrayed this character, but I have not seen this series yet. And there we can plug it in to the ball peg on the torso after we remove the helmeted head. We have a couple of hands. Now, they did put some extra paint detail on these hands, so I like the extra attention to detail on this figure. They've done a nice job. And here is a blaster. Looks nice. I don't know if it is accurately painted or not. So I will have to watch the show to see how it looks. And here is a sword. Looks like they've done a lot of painting on a sword, so a lot of extra detail. So I like all the extra work they put into the accessories here. Make it look really nice. And then here is some kind of lightning effect, and I think we can just plug it in and wrap it around the sword blade to show crackling energy. So that's a really nice feature. Wow, this is, different from what I remember from action figures in the 70s and 80s and 90s. So, based on my experience with the action figures of the 70s, 80s, and 90s, I'm still a little hesitant to remove the heads and hands from the action figures. But I might get used to that after a little while. Here is the Lightning Collection Dino Charge Red Ranger. Let's see how tall this action figure is. Looks like just a little bit more than 6 inches tall, maybe 6 1/8 inches tall. And certainly looks like a very nice Red Ranger. I haven't seen the show, so I don't know how accurate the helmet and other details are, but let's take a closer look here. Looks like a nicely painted helmet with some teeth design. I'm not sure if the teeth are quite as yellow or golden as they should be based on the art on the box, but it looks nice all the way around. Nice extra shoulder pad here, and nice teeth design across the body. And looks like a T-Rex symbol on the chest there. And the arms are a bit darker and sculpted to be scaly. So that's an interesting design choice. I'm only familiar with the Mighty Morphin Power Ranger suit design, so this is very different. Nice little belt there. So it's an extra piece that slides. And some sculpted legs, so it looks like not just skin, but perhaps some cloth material over the legs. So a few little wrinkles there. And the same thing with the boots. And I like the boots here. So I don't know if it's a red plastic that's painted black on the bottom, or if it's black plastic painted red on the top part. Kind of hard to tell. There's some peg holes. Now the peg holes are actually little hexagons. Not circles, but hexagons. There's the back. They did a nice job on the back painting the suit here. So they put detail everywhere. And the gloves have extra detail there. Now these hands are removable, but I'm still really not used to removing hands or heads from action figures, so I think I want to do that as little as possible, because I'd really be upset if I actually broke it. So let's take a look at the articulation. There we go. Alright, so you can look up very nicely. You can look down quite a bit. And turn side to side. Just a little bit of tilting, not much. Now the big problem I have is the shoulders. It's very hard for me to get them out, pull them out. Now there are some butterfly joints here. Looks like some pretty big butterfly joints, so very nice. But the shoulder joint here, I've been able to get this one up just a little bit. I don't want to push very hard. There's a snap there, so it's very ratcheted. So it just takes some work to push more. Yes, I've been working with this for a little while to get it to come out, but it's incredibly stiff. There we go, and it's snapping. But not broken yet. But because of how stiff it was, that's why I just didn't really want to remove the helmet or the hands. I don't want to take the chance of breaking this, because I don't have a replacement available. Now there's a swivel at the bicep here, and double jointed elbows. Very nice. The hands can turn, and there are hinges. These are also a little bit ratcheted. And there's a diaphragm cut. Very nice. Now I wonder how long the silver paint will last here. I wonder if it'll get scratched off eventually. So we'll just have to wait and see. And then we can crunch forward quite a bit. And crunch back quite a bit. Very flexible. And no waist cut. We can do the splits. Not too bad. And we can kick forward. Very nice. Not back very much. And then double jointed knees. Let's see if I can get that bent just right. There we go. Very nice. And a boot cut. Very nice. The ankles. You can move down a little bit. And move up a little bit. And pivot. Very nice. Now this one is okay. This ankle I found is also a little bit stiff. So I want to be very, very gentle and not push very hard. I'd be very annoyed if I actually broke this. So I've heard of using hot water or hair dryer to warm it up a little more to make it looser. So I'll give that a try. Although, based on my experience in the 70s, 80s, and 90s, where we could just open up the toy and play with it immediately, it just seems a little weird that we'd have to do anything extra in order to play around with the action figure. Here's the HammerTron rating. I'll just have him sitting next to the sledgehammer, leaning against it. So it's not a very good position. I think the average would be having the action figure standing next to the hammer, or if it's a little bit better, I'd have him sitting on the handle, or maybe even sitting up here on the hammer itself. Now, a really outstanding action figure would be standing up here. This Dino Charge Red Ranger from the Lightning Collection gets this low rating because of the stiffness in the shoulder joints and the ankle joint. Now it's not broken, but that's because I haven't pushed too hard, but I would still prefer to be able to take the action figure right out of the package and start playing around with it rather than having to use hot water or hair dryer to heat it up. Although I'm happy to do that to protect the action figure, but still I'm just not used to doing things like that. So because of how stiff it was and how worried I was about breaking it, I didn't want to go ahead and pull off the helmet and replace it with the human head or change the hands out. I just didn't feel very inspired based on how stiff the shoulders and the one ankle were. This Lightning Collection Dino Charge Red Ranger is a nice looking action figure, and despite its problem, I'm still enjoy having it and keeping it on display, and I look forward to completing the rest of the Dino Charge team. So thank you for watching my review video. Please like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to my channel to keep up to date with my future reviews. Until next time, goodbye everyone.